Hmm. Oke, saya sudah siap. Ini udah siap ya. Saya buka dulu. Ah, Oke, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi, salam sejahtera untuk kita semuanya. Alhamdulillah hari ini Selasa 11 November 2025 kita bisa bertemu kembali untuk melakukan penilaian proyek role play mata kuliah Bahasa Inggris Rombel hari Selasa jam 9. Mohon maaf sebelumnya penilaiannya tertunda karena seperti yang sudah pernah saya sampaikan, saya ada tugas minggu lalu ke Malaysia, lalu sebelumnya itu Semarang, khususnya di dekat rumah saya di Kaligawe itu banjir banjir tinggi, jadi akses terputus. Jadi kita baru bisa bertemu sekarang untuk melakukan penilaian. Oke, sekarang kelompok satu betul ya. Oke, silahkan kalian mulai penilaian role play ini. Awali dengan perkenalkan diri kalian. Kemudian setelah itu silahkan kalian dapat memulai role play kalian. Ya.
Hello everyone, my name is Pakatokan Martai Martau. With the name 25080127. I'm an expert business. Hello everyone, my name is Selasa. With name 2508010343. And as associate judge. Hello, my name is Malvin. My name is Malvin. And this 250010216 and and have many small as association just one, which mean 2500 the boring one it means the master by some parasitic with name 2508010207 saya langsung.
Oke, baik. Silakan langsung menempati posisi kalian masing-masing dan dimulai.
The panel of judges examine the completeness of the courtroom. It was declared public and according with the provision of Article 230 of the Criminal Procedure Code. Therefore, the trial process. A visitor to the courtroom required to remain quiet in the courtroom, and journalists are permitted to take photographs without flag. Claire, are you ready? The prosecutor, are you ready? Your Honor. And defendant, what's your name? Are you ready? Ready, Your Honor. Okay, do any of the prosecutor and legal counsel have any blood relations with the judges? No, Your Honor. Okay, the panel of judges was appointed according with the section of the panel of judges by the Chief Judge of the Semarang District Court number 138 special crime class 2025 Semarang District Court. I Abdul Zantamir SHMH. I'm the Chief Judge of the panel. Muhammad Fadli Rashid SHMH and Rizky Arahman SHMH as the associate judges. The Semarang District Court class 1A hearing and adjudicating the criminal case number 138 special crime 2025 That's Semarang District Court regarding domestic violence against the defendant Muhammad Abdi on this day, 11 November 2025, is currently declared open and open to the public. Okay, Professor, are the defendant ready? The defendant has been prepared. Professor, please bring the defendant to this into the courtroom in the stage as freedom. Yes, Your Honor. Defendant, please enter the courtroom clearly. Your Honor, defendant is ready. Okay, good morning, defendant. Are you in good physical and mental health and ready to attend today's trial? Yes, I'm ready. All right. First, will ask your identity. Please answer clearly. Name, age, 26 years old. Place date of birth, July 1999. Your religion, Muslim. Your address, Street. Your occupation, radio officer, community. Okay, then do you know why you are being brought into the courtroom today? Okay, the defendant is charged by the public prosecutor with the crime of domestic violence under Article 44, paragraph 1, number 23 of 2004 concerning the elimination of domestic violence. Based on Article 54 of the Criminal Procedure Code, you have the right to be classified by legal counsel. Is the attorney that present person on right in your legal counsel? Okay, legal counsel. Have you been authorized by the defendant to act as legal counsel? Okay, to the legal counsel, please come forward to show your identification card, facial cover of attorney and case file. To a public prosecutor, please come forward to check the completeness of the document. Okay, today's agenda is the reading of the indictment of Muhammad Al Bikariski by the public prosecutor. Public prosecutor, are you ready with the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, have the defendant and their legal counsel have received a copy of indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, prosecutor, please read the indictment.
Semarang District Attorney's Office, case number 158/special crime/2025/Semarang District Court. Subject: indictment. First, identity of the defendant. Name: Muhammad Al-Farisi. Place: date of birth: Semarang, July 19, 1999. Age: 23 years old. Gender: male. Religion: Islam. Occupation: manager of successful company. Address: Jakarta Street, Semarang. Second, description of the act. The defendant was married person on Saturday, August 18, 2025, at around 11 p.m. as expected on Jakarta Street, Semarang, committed physical violence against the dog, Shakira Almasega, by repeatedly slapping her left and right cheeks, containing the back of her head with a piece of wood, causing swelling to her head, a split lip, and injuries to her right hand finger. As a result of the defendant's actions, the victim sustained injuries as evidence by the medical examination report from Dr. Pandavalan Matang, which stated that the victim suffered swelling on the head, bruises on the face, and abrasions on the right hand. The defendant committed these acts while fully conscious without any justifiable or excusable reasons.
Okay, defendant, do you have any man with translated and raised? Are you having a response? I don't respond to my legal counsel. Okay, counsel, do you have any response to the statement of data in which? Are you ready with your argument? Okay. Before we go to the court, the defendant and everyone present, please listen carefully to the objection.
Commissioner here, penal judge was not in the court in place. Tadi tadi not to pass court the number 100 So today, especially there's obligatory parts, there's none involved. I will understand the name from how to do it, but there is one of those 25. Now, in this case, because the last of the didn't make policy, it is not obligation, action, from the name, from all you from obligation. Number one. In that one, there is equal to the of being correct, and not being strict for a say not so 143 put it in the box 3 almost because there's next day, we get tired of the explanation and one parts for time on today. Number two, the investment destination, the location of trade is based on mostly whether is when a bedroom, living room, or another place. Number three, is then also as described legal consequence of the section of the overall legal condition. Nationalization. Number one, there is the government also distribution that spontaneous action will manage use. Instead of the regulation signal in the weakness of the two, the people must be able to carry out activities after the issue. So that the element of business is usually also being asked for, but for one wasn't included. Number two, the relationship between the living and one still go. So the way heaven was a space to the victims and records. Based on this reason, we records the mental capacity and knowledge. And with every discuss. Number one, declare the outcomes of the election to be and they will be fired. Number two, declare the explanation of this case can continue in the chief the dividends of the last time found relation per the way. Number one, to charge the cost of the case to scale. This is not for November, the cost is 25. If you miss the apostle on stage and then the other has on stage.
All right. The bottom part of the chart, do you have any response to the objection that has been made?
So I want to explain that the investment in some unit was not accurate, clear, and healthy. In this case, the public prosecutor has prepared the indictment according to the Article 143 letter B of the criminal code, which is accurate, clear, and healthy regarding the criminal acts charged, mentioning the time and place of the criminal acts committed. We request that the panel of judges reject what was stated by the legal counsel because we remain on the side of our fight.
All right. Do the legal counsel have any response? Okay. Then the public prosecutor remain firm on the judgment, and the legal counsel also remain firm on the objection. Our next agenda is the reading of the verdict by the panel of judges. However, to review case number 2 of 2040 concerning the statement of case to the first and appeal level of the four adjudicate environment that has compiled a trial claim.
Makasih.
Okay, first there is the reading of the document. The panel of judges gives 7 days to prepare the document. So the next hearing for the reading of the verdict will be held on 18th November 2025. Next is the presentation of evidence by the public prosecutor. How many days do the public prosecutor need to prepare?
In 7 days, she won.
Therefore, the prosecutor evidence will be present on 28th November 2025. Next, from the defendant counsel, will you be presenting any witness or expert? All right. The reading of Engagement will be held on 2 December 2025, followed by the reading of final verdict. The panel of judges requires 7 days to prepare defendant. Before we consider the defendant and legal counsel, please come forward to sign the agreement. Thank you for attending me. Please return to your respective seat. To follow the panel of judges, the time to reach a verdict. Today's hearing will be adjourned for 7 days and will be held on 18 November 2025. The prosecutor is ordered to bring the defendant to the next hearing. The hearing is hereby adjourned or closed.
The hearing is concluded. The court is taking question. Please. The second hearing will be shortly on 20 the state and the panel of judges will enter the courtroom. The panel of judges is invited to enter the courtroom. Attendees may be seated again.
Hey, good morning, everyone. The Semarang District Court Class 1A, which examine and adjudicate the criminal case number 138 Special Crime 2025 Semarang District Court regarding domestic violence against the defendant Muhammad Bayhaqi Fadisi on this day, 18 November 2025, is hereby declared open and open to the public. Okay, defendant, are you in good health and ready to attend trial today? Okay, in according with the minutes of the previous hearing, the panel of judges will now reading out the verdict. Therefore, the public prosecutor, the defendant, and legal counsel, and all visitors to the courtroom are required to listen carefully. Verdict number 138 Special Crime 2025 Semarang District Court, the name of Justice and God Almighty. The Semarang District Court will try the criminal case at the first level with a regular examination, has issued the following verdict by the name of the defendant, Muhammad Bayhaqi Fadisi, whose identity is considered to have been read out. The defendant is being held at the detention cell, and the detention is meant to have been read out. The defendant is currently being presented by his legal counsel. The Semarang District Court has read out. First, the case transfer letter from the public prosecutor of Semarang District Attorney's Office. Second, the letter of appointment from the chief judges of the Semarang District Court to appoint the panel of judges to examine and adjudicate this case. Third, the letter of appointment from the panel of judges of the Selasa District Court regarding the determination of the trial date. Fourth, the case filed and related documents.
Considering this one, the public also rest the defendant has to before the court on charge of committing of criminal investigation in the investments of in the case considering that on the other hand, with the panel of judges explain and review the public prosecutor investments. The panel of judges finding that the investment submitted by the public prosecutor is to be held congruent with structure, the indicted Thanks to the defendant of the rest and handle of the incident of our evidence of the offense followers in terms of the criminal acts committed. The sequence event of the criminal acts and the particular of our police, which means the defendant's charge. Therefore, in this case, according to the criminal act, the leaders of the candidate, the common possible effort, the formal appointments as written to the article 1.3 paragraph 2 letter of the criminal possibility possibly that the defendant background person have submitted objection with the following subject. Because the objection to the content of helpful public description as mentioned in the file.
Considering that in the past, the public prosecutor has carefully, clearly, and completely prepared the indictment. Therefore, there are no deficient or error of result in the indictment being made. Considering that, based on the full statement and based on the consideration of Article 156, paragraph 1, namely that there is a law whereby the defendant may file an objection that the court does not have the authority to try the case or that the defendant cannot be accepted or cannot be dismissed. The public prosecutor has been given the opportunity to express his opinion on reasonable consideration. Furthermore, the panel of judges wrote the appointment of the defendant legal counsel was delayed, and the panel of judges processed with the examination of the case.
Ladies and gentlemen, first, the statement that of the objection not from the legal counsel of Muhammad Baik was rejected. Second, the public prosecutor in judgment letter with PDF number 00111016 is declared as the basis of examining this case. The order of the public prosecutor to continue the examination of the case with registration number 138/special transfers 2025 Semarang District Court on behalf of the defendant Muhammad Ifarisi as the basis for this case by presenting evidence. For the case will proceed to the final decision. This was decided in the deliberation meeting of the Semarang District Court on 18 November 2025 by Abdul Zuzantani SNMH as Chief Judge, accompanied by Muhammad Fazil Rashid SNMS and Rizky Arahman SNMH as Associate Judges to the defendant. Do you have any response to this section? This has been read.
Anyone respond by the officer?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, next, the prosecutor required for time to prepare evidence. Therefore, today's hearing will be postponed for 7 days and will be held on 25 November 2025. And the prosecutor is ordered to bring the defendant to the next hearing. The hearing is hereby closed.
The hearing has concluded. The brief leaving the control of President are requesting to stand. The third hearing will begin shortly. All attendees are requested to stand. This panel of judges will enter the courtroom. The panel of judges is invited to enter the courtroom. All attendees being seated again.
Okay, good morning, everyone. This is Semarang District Court, Class 1A, is examining and adjudicating the first instance criminal case number 138/special transfers 2025, Semarang District Court. Concerning domestic violence against the defendant Muhammad B. Farisi is hereby declared open and open to the public. On this day, 25 November 2025. Defendant, Are you in good health and ready to attend this trial today?
Ready for test today.
Okay. In according with the minute of the previous hearing, today's hearing is for presentation of evidence by the public prosecutor. Public prosecutor, are you ready with your evidence?
Your Honor, we will present to witness one of August victim. The first witness is Dr. Armasika, and the second is a forensic expert, Dr. Fundamental Martin Marham SPF, who will read the autopsy report.
Okay, prosecutor, please bring the first witness into the courtroom.
Yes, Your Honor. Please bring the witness into the courtroom.
The one that the evidence is ready.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir. Good morning, witness. Today you will examine the relation of the criminal charge against the defendant Muhammad Deki Vanity. Are you willing to do so? Okay, before you give your testimony in this trial, according to law, you must first take an oath and make a pledge. Are you willing to take an oath or make a pledge? The cleared man is instructed to take his place, and the witness please stand. Everyone, please stand and give the testimony. In the name of God,
In the name of the
I swear that I will tell
Lord, that we will know
the truth and nothing
the truth and nothing
but the truth.
but the truth.
Is this me? Okay, witness. You have sworn an oath according with your religion, therefore we am testing that you must provide truthfully testimony. Because if you are proven to have given false testimony, you could face a maximum prison sentence of 7 years as stipulated in Article 240 of the Criminal Code. Do you understand this?
I understand one thing.
You know, the defendant,
Yes, Your Honor, the defendant is not for the police.
all of you have people, the defendant have been made.
And Your Honor,
Do you have any children from the marriage?
no, Your Honor, but I was not one pregnant and I was curious to the time of the incident.
Is there any writing evidence that you have had those carrots? No, sorry.
Your Honor.
Or did the defendant initially commit violence against you?
Your Honor, if the court victim to form acting when they follow the incidents,
That might make it happen.
I'm sorry, I'll be saying, will be ended.
What kind of violence did the defendant commit against you?
Your Honor, the defendant is like, within the municipal time, without my head, without discomfort. Physically, my head swell, managed to split, and my wife literally immediately left him. I was also frequently subject to violence.
Okay, prosecutor, please process if you wish us to ask the victim any question. Also, please process if you have any question.
I was still able to perform activities also, personal activities that I would need.
Prosecutor, please come forward. Ma'am, please come forward. Legal counsel and defendant, please come forward to the next hearing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, attention to just one and two, please ask the victim any question you are planning. Okay, to witness, your testimony is considered sufficient and we thank you. If we require future testimony from the witness, we hope that the witness will not mind appearing again and at his trial. Please process to the dissected area and refer from talking to our other witness. Okay. Public prosecutor, are there any more witnesses ready?
That is all, Your Honor. Request permission to call the second witness, Your Honor.
Okay, please present the second witness.
Your Honor, the witness is ready.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Good morning, expert witness. Are you willing and ready to participate in this trial?
I'm ready and willing to participate in this honorable trial.
I will. The next one witness will come forward to present the memorandum of silence. Do you know the defendant?
No, Your Honor.
Expert witness, first one to ask it now, 160, paragraph 3 of the final one. Before you giving opinion, you will be talking. Are you willing to do so?
I'm willing, Your Honor.
Please stand and repeat after me. I swear by in the name of the God
I swear in the name of God
that I will testify truthfully
that I will testify truthfully
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
Please be seated.
Okay. Prosecutor, please proceed with your question.
Expert witness, can you explain the result of the medical examination report and the victim injuries to be healed?
The injuries sustained by the victim are bruises and consciousness, so they can still be healed. But it might take quite a long time, possibly 1 week.
Thank you, expert witness.
Okay, from the defendant's legal counsel, is there anything you want to add?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, please process.
Yes, Your Honor. The witness said earlier that there was swelling on the head and that without treatment, it will get mineral bleeding. Can you explain what kind of treatment is needed?
Well, the swelling in the head area was caused by a blow to the head, with sensor and bleeding in the brain tissue, causing the swelling. For this treatment, the victim must rest as much as possible and refrain from any activity. They must undergo regular checkups and medication as prescribed by a specialist doctor. That is all, Your Honor.
Okay. Does prosecutor and legal counsel have any question?
Yes, Your Honor. How many days will it take for expert witness return to normal?
It's really what we need, Your Honor. If the victim rests adequately,
So this really is not that serious, is that correct, expert witness?
if the victim receives adequate treatment and sufficient rest, it can be said that it will not cause anything fatal.
All right, that's a special, Your Honor.
Okay. Is there anything else the defendant counsel would like to ask?
Yes, Your Honor.
Prosecutor, is the expert witness opinion still required?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, expert witness, your opinion is sufficient, but if your opinion is needed later, we hope you will willing to return to the courtroom.
Yes, Your Honor.
Prosecutor, are there any more piece of evidence you wish submit in this trial?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, the next judgment will be read on 2 December. The public prosecutor is ordered to bring the defendant to the next hearing. The hearing is hereby adjourned or closed.
The hearing included this is leaving authority. All members are requested to stand. The court hearing will get started. All attendees are requested to stand as the panel of judges will enter the courtroom. The panel of judges is invited to enter the courtroom. Please sit again.
Good morning, everyone. Semarang District Court Class 1A, which examines and adjudicating the first instance criminal case number 13X/Special Crime/2025 Semarang District Court concerning domestic violence on behalf of the defendant Muhammad Baik Ripadisri on this day, 2025, is hereby declared open and open to the public. Okay, defendant, are you in good health and ready to attend this trial today? Okay, in accordance with the minutes of the previous hearing, today's hearing is for the presentation of engagement. Prosecutor, are you ready with your engagement?
Yes, Your Honor, before reading the judgment, allow me to distribute copies of the judgment. Letter of demands, Semarang District President Office, number 1 number 1 to the Maximum Special Crime Slide 2025 to Semarang District Court. Subject letter of demand, identity of defendant that Muhammad University was ended after Semarang July 19, 1999 at 20 Lodging Islam Exhibition Manager at Success Magnet Company at Krakatau Selatan, Semarang Street. Vulnerable during the trial. First, that is true, the defendant Muhammad Baik firstly committed physical violence against his wife, Safira Armusika, on August 18, 2025. Second, that is said act of violence as the victim suffered versus as willing as stated in medical examination report. Third, that a statement of the victim and the expert witness that Dr. Kanubutan Markariman SPF are consistent with each other and support the present evidence. First, that defendant acknowledged with reject his action. Legal analysis, that defendant's action has fulfilled its elements stipulated in Article 44, Paragraph 1 of Law 23 of 2004, namely first, the placement of physical violence. Second, the act was committed within the household. Third, the act was committed by the husband against his wife. Fourth, the act caused injuries to the victim. Criminal charges. First, based on the legal fact and juridical consideration, the public prosecutor demands that. Second, it's been declared that defendant Muhammad Baik Farsi has been legally convincingly proven guilty of committing the criminal act domestic violence as stipulated in Article 44, Paragraph 1 of Law 23 of 2004, and that the sentence being imposed upon the defendant is in form of imprisonment for 4 years and fine 12 million rupiah with the prevents that if the event the fine is not paid, it shall be replaced by imprisonment for 3 months. Third, the confiscation attached as evidence one piece of wood and the medical examination report to be written in the case file. Third, to charge the defendant with the third task. Conclusion, that this letter of the matter respectfully submitted and to hope that this panel of judges will render a decision in accordance with our judgment. Tomorrow, 18 November 2025, of the prosecutor.
Defendant, have the charge that has been read out been proven?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are there any response?
I will respond to the legal counsel.
Okay, legal counsel, do you have any response to the judgment that has been read?
Your Honor, I apologize, but it was probably a normal marriage dispute. injection manner. It should also be noted that Mr. Bayatu as manager has very busy schedule. So it is natural for them to be organized in a marriage. However, as a husband, Mr. Bayatu also has the right to require his wife if she is disobedient or insubordinate to her husband.
Your Honor, may I interrupt?
That's
It is natural for a husband to reprimand his wife if she makes a mistake. However, there are visible wounds on several parts of the victim's body, which the defendant often inflicted on the victim. The victim has also admitted that she also suffered violence for no apparent reason.
Okay. Prosecutor, do you have any question for the defendant?
But when you were asked to provide information, did you provide or state all of the information truthfully?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm ready to call the information with the colleague and authority.
Are you aware of the legal consequences of your actions?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm aware of them.
Do you regret committing this act of abuse?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm very sorry.
All right, Your Honor, the questions from us are sufficient.
Okay, prosecutor, is there anything else you wish to ask the defendant?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, the defendant's testimony is constitutionally sufficient, and we thank you. If we require future testimony from you, we will not thank you. Okay, next is the final dissection to allow time for the final verdict. Therefore, today's hearing will be postponed for 7 days and will be held on 9 December 2025. The public prosecutor is ordered to bring defendant to the next hearing. This hearing is postponed or closed.
The hearing is completely partial. All candidates are requested to stand. This hearing will begin shortly. All candidates are requested to stand as the panel of candidates will enter. The panel of candidates is invited to enter the courtroom. Candidates, please be seated again.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Sekarang District Court Class 1H, which examining and adjudicating the first instant criminal case number 13X/Special Crime/2025/ Semarang District Court concerning domestic violence by Muhammad Bahri Fariski is hereby declared open to the public on this day, 9 December 2025. Okay, defendant, are you in good health and ready to attend this trial today?
I'm ready to touch the hospital.
Okay, in according with the previous trial minutes, the agenda for this trial is the reading of the verdict by the panel of judges. Does the public prosecutor have any questions?
Yes, Your Honor.
Please proceed.
This unlegal provision concerning domestic violence, namely Article 44, Paragraph 1 of Law 23 of the Tools of Court concerning the elimination of domestic violence, the defendant Muhammad Bahri Fariski might be subject to maximum fine of EGR 15 million and imprisonment for a maximum of 4 years.
Okay, I will first consult with the associate judges, okay? Okay, the hearing will continue with the reading of verdict to the public prosecutor, legal counsel, defendant, and attendants. Panel of judges require time to prepare copies of verdict and relate document. The panel required 7 days working day to prepare the document. Therefore, this reading of the verdict will be heard on 16 December 2025. The public prosecutor is ordered to bring the defendant to the next hearing. This hearing is postponed or closed.
Okay, the changes on was fairly the council and the sharp changes to be acted and the stand powerful to put the rating of the early panel objectives. The hearing has concluded. This is legal budget. All candidates are requested to stand. Hearing will begin shortly. All attendees are requested to stand as the panel of judges will now enter the courtroom. The panel of judges may now enter the courtroom. Attendees may be seated again.
Hey, good morning, everyone. The Semarang District Court Class 1A, which examined and adjudicating the criminal case number 13X/20 Special Crimes 2025 Semarang District Court concerning domestic violence by Muhammad Baiki Farisi is hereby declared and open this to the public on this day, 16 December 2025. Okay, defendant, are you in good health and ready to attend this trial today? Good. In according with the minutes of the previous hearing, this agenda for this hearing is the reading of the verdict by the panel of judges. Taking into the consideration of argument present by the prosecutor and the defendant's attorney last week, I will now read out the final verdict. The sections number 13X/Special Crime/2025/Semarang District Court in the name of justice based on the Almighty God. The Semarang District Court Class 1A, which examines and adjudicating criminal case at the first level through an ordinary proceeding has read the following the section of this case of the defendant. Name Muhammad Baiki Farisi, place date of birth Semarang, 90 July 1999, gender is male, religion Islam, occupation manager of Sukses Makmur, address Krakatau Selatan Street, Semarang. In judgment, that the defendant was charged by the public prosecutor with committing a criminal act of domestic violence or DV as regulated and punished under Article 44, Paragraph 1 of Law Number 2023 of 2004 on the elimination of domestic violence. Concentrate. A. Facts relevant in court. First, that on Saturday, 18 August 2025, around 11 p.m. WIB, at the defendant's residence on Krakatau Selatan Street, Semarang, the defendant committed physical violence against his wife, Safira Arweksa. Second, that the violence was carried out by slapping the victim left and right cheeks repeatedly and hitting the back of her head with a wooden stick, causing the victim to sustain injuries and suffer a miscarriage. Third, that the medical examination report or visum as reported from Dr. Pandapotan Marthai Marpau SPF showed bruises and swelling on the victim's head. For the testimony of victim and expert witness, were considering and support the judgment of the public prosecutor that the defendant admitted his action and expressed remorse. Legal consideration. Considering that the element of Article 44, Paragraph 1 of Law Number 23 of 2004 have been qualified, namely, Considering that the objection from the defendant counsel of the defendant was rejected, as the engagement of the public prosecutor was defended carefully, clearly, and completely in accordance with Article 1043, paragraph 2 of the Criminal Procedure Code, considering that there are not exculpatory or justifying reason that can eliminate the defendant's criminal liability. Considering that the determining as the sentence, the panel of judges has taken into account the following: aggravating circumstance. First, the defendant's action caused both physical and psychological suffering to the victim who was pregnant. The act of violence was committed against his lawful wife, who should have been protected and respected. Mitigation concentrates. The defendant will have one. The defendant will have solidly during the trial. Two, the defendant admire and regret his action. Third, the defendant has no prior criminal record. Taking into courtroom. Article 44, paragraph 1 of Law number 23 of 2004 on examination of domestic violence. Article 193, paragraph 1 of Criminal Procedure Code and other relevant laws and regulations. Deciding declares that the defendant Muhammad Wahid Fariski has been legal and convincingly proven guilty of committing the criminal act of physical violence with the scope of a household as charged in the sole judgment of the public prosecutor. Sentence: the defendant therefore to 4 years of imprisonment and in fine of 12 million rupiah, with the stipulation that fine is not paid, it shall be replaced with 3 months of confinement. Determination the evidence. First, one piece of brown colored wood to be confused and destroyed. Second, medical requisition and referendum number 4 plus PSR plus 2025 to be kept in the case file. Order that the defendant shall remain in detention until this dissection has been permitted legal force. Imposes court cost on the defendant is amount 5,000 rupiah. Dissented. In the deliberation of the panel of judges of Semarang City Court on Tuesday, 25 December 2025, the panel of judges concerning of Abdul Ghazali Ritonga SHMH as presiding judge, Muhammad Fazli Rashid SHMH, and Rizky Al-Rahmat SHMH as associate judge. This decision was pronounced in the public hearing on the same day and that by the presiding judge of the panel, attended by the public prosecutor, the defendant counsel, and the defendant.
Right, that is the value of the panel of judge is the offense to if you object to this decision, you may file an appeal wherever the 14 days after this value is so. Defendant, do you understand this value?
Yes, I understand.
So the legal counsel, please be ready to assist if the defense intends to file an appeal.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, with that, the criminal case number 138/special crime 2025 Semarang District Court on behalf of the defendant Muhammad Wahid Fariski is hereby concluded and this hearing is closed.
The legal proceeding and the defendant transfer to the detention cell will be handled by the police.
Your hearing as student, the court is leaving the patrol place.
Silakan ditutup. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your attention.
Applause. Oke, baik, selamat. Gimana rasanya nyobain? Ini kan masih mahasiswa semester 1 ya, terus ke lab kita yang besar, sekalian nyobain pakai toganya. Oke, mungkin bisa disampaikan gimana perasaannya, rasanya ada yang besok cita-cita pengen jadi hakim, jaksa, atau momen-momen ini bisa menjadi pengingat kalian. Mungkin boleh perwakilan dari saksi boleh satu, perwakilan dari hakim boleh satu, jaksa satu, lalu kemudian pengacara satu, dan terdakwa. Oke, silakan bisa disampaikan.
Mungkin dari saya dulu mewakili hakim. Untuk perasaan saya sendiri awalnya tuh tegang, kayak sangat apa ya, nervous. Soalnya nggak pertama kali juga sih, maksudnya ini kan waktu di SMA saya pernah jadi hakim juga, tapi kan ini lebih ke yang apa ya, lebih profesional, soalnya fakultas hukum, jadi kayak lebih apa ya, lebih nervous, terus juga pasti kalau ada yang salah kayak takut gitu.
Oke, silakan yang lainnya. Dan yang jaksa boleh.
Ini perwakilan dari saya jaksa, tentunya pengalaman ini sangat pengalaman luar biasa ya. Apalagi melakukan persidangan menggunakan bahasa Inggris yang sebelumnya pasti tidak pernah ya. Dan sebelumnya pasti persidangan mungkin ada pernah teman-teman yang lain, tapi bahasa Indonesia. Tentunya pengalaman yang sangat luar biasa dan semoga pengalaman ini kedepannya bisa menjadi pembelajaran bagi kita semua.
Oke, Jut, tidak ada yang mau menyampaikan?
Saya perwakilan dari penasehat hukum. Tentunya ini juga pertama kali saya apa ya, berada di ruang, maksudnya sidang seperti ini yang sebelum-sebelumnya itu belum pernah. Dan ini juga bisa menjadi pembelajaran untuk kedepannya juga, dan kita juga apa, bisa belajar bagaimana apa tata-tatanya gitu.
Oke,
Iya.
baik.
Gitu.
Tadi beberapa ada kosakata yang mungkin sebelumnya belum pernah muncul, lalu kemudian muncul ya. Jadi walaupun kalian mungkin ada beberapa yang tidak punya tugas nulis vocab, atau ada yang nulis vocab baru kepikiran atau baru keluar atau baru tahu nih kosakata itu. Nah, sekarang saya minta satu-satu dari kalian untuk menyebutkan satu atau dua vocab yang kalian baru tahu dan pelajari ketika role play ini. Silakan. Yang kalian ingat aja.
Ini judul kami kan PDF itu mock trial. Saya baru tahu kalau itu persidangan. Sebelumnya saya tahunya itu cuma
Mock trial, jadi mock itu pura-pura atau kayak yang betulnya ya trial. Kalau ada mocknya, MOCK, itu dia kayak latihan sidangnya dulu, kayak mock trialnya gitu loh. Enggak yang trial sesungguhnya gitu. Kalau persidangan tetap saja artinya adalah trialnya. Jadi kalau ada mock di depannya itu kayak ya persiapan sebelum itu atau pura-puranya itu mock trialnya. Ya, ada lagi. Boleh di-sharingkan tadi satu-satu boleh dari mbaknya sebelah sini. Loh, kok malah wong ini nggak ditanyain belajar. Ya kalian kan tadi mengucap toh.
Apa yang non-noise shouting or behavior?
Apa?
Non-noise shouting,
Nonoi?
non-noise shouting or behavior.
Apa itu? Apa itu artinya? Lu kan kalian yang translate sendiri toh. Jadi salah satu hal yang mungkin saya sayangkan ya, mahasiswa itu kadang memanfaatkan teknologi secara kurang baik. Kan yang saya pengen kan kalian proses belajarnya itu, oh di dalam kelompok itu diskusi buat skripnya, lalu kemudian diomongin bener-bener ini bahasa Inggrisnya betul apa enggak ya gitu. Bahkan 20 menit aja tuh nggak apa-apa gitu, 30 menit aja tuh nggak apa-apa. Tapi yang biasa dilakukan, anak itu minjem berkasnya senior, lalu kemudian PDF-nya itu kan ada, dimasukkanlah ke Google Translate, langsung satu PDF, lalu kemudian jadi dan dibaca. Jadi kalau saya lihat, kalian termasuk salah satu yang menggunakan metode itu. Jadi kebanyakan tadi pada baca aja gitu. Tapi ya ya wes gak apa-apa. Nah besok jangan suka cari jalan pintas. Nah kalian kan berkelompok, jadi harus di manage betul-betul. Apalagi kelompok satu kan udah taunya dari lama. Tuh, jadi ada yang nggak prepare dengan baik nih gitu. Oke, terima kasih. Nanti kalian cari link spreadsheet yang dulu pidato. Nah, kalian bisa tambah sheet, tambahkan role play, tulis nama kalian, anggotanya, lalu bukti kalian bisa screenshot di YouTube. Kan ini kan kelihatan tuh semuanya. Kalian screenshotkan di YouTube di situ. Itu ya. Oke, terima kasih perhatiannya. Saya cukupkan upload untuk kalian semuanya. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.